Do you want a go-to quick card design that won't leave you with a ton of scraps? Hi, I'm Jess from JessCrafts.com, and I'm going to help you make the most of your crafty supplies and time. So let's get started. Today I'm using the Opaque Winter Collection. The frames and tags you see spread out on my desk here are the Scrapbook.com freebie of the day. So if this is Sunday, December 26, 2021, and if you go to Scrapbook.com and place any order, you can get these for free with your order. I'm going to choose a few of the frames that have words that make like a good, simple sentiment for a card. And then I'm going to go to the coordinating Opaque Winter 6x6 paper pad and pull out some papers that will go well with them. I'm sharing One Sheet Wonder number 30 today. That means that there are 29 other, and in fact more than that. Over on my blog, you download and can print that sheet that you see behind my paper pad that tells you exactly how to cut everything and shows you how to assemble it. This particular paper pad also had some 2" by 2" elements, which is what you're going to cut your paper down to 2" by 2". And so this design was inspired by the fact that many paper pads I've seen do have these 2" like little cut aparts or things like that. And so I'm going to show you a couple cards that take advantage of the 2" cut aparts that are part of the collection, and some that are just, I cut a 6x6 paper into 2" by 2" squares. One of the other things that I particularly like about this design, and one of the reasons I created it, is because a lot of times when I was working with 6x6 pads, and before I did One Sheet Wonders, before I did all these no scrap designs, is I would cut a paper and I would often cut it to 4" wide because I make A2 size cards, and that gave me enough room to have a white border. And I was always left with these 2" by 6" strips. And I thought there's probably other people who have a similar situation, and this is a design that can help you deal with any of those 2" by 6" strips you have just laying around in your paper collection. So I've taken one sheet of paper and cut it all into 2" squares, and then I just cut the 3 2" squares off the top of that other designer paper that was in the collection. And then on the bottom of it are those 3x4 rectangles. I'm not going to use those today. I do have some designs that take advantage of 3x4. So if you were working with this paper pad and wanting to use it up, when you go over to the blog and you find all the One Sheet Wonders, you're going to find some that accommodate all kinds of common sizes, like 3x3s, which are common in 6x6s, and 3x4s. Then I'm going to need to cut my cardstock mats. You don't actually have to cut cardstock mats. I personally like the look of them. And you can do whatever size works for you with this sketch. I like 1/4" mats, so I cut this to 2¼ by 2¼ But if you prefer a smaller mat, you can go with an 1/8" bigger, whatever suits you well. I will say sometimes when I like the slightly bigger mat just because I find that it's a little bit more forgiving if my paper cuts aren't measured exactly right. And sometimes I assume if I have a 6" piece of paper and I assume that the paper is 6" wide, but some manufacturers, their paper is slightly bigger than advertised, like maybe it's 6 1/8", and that can matter. So you just want to be careful when you're cutting if you want to make sure your mats are super, super even. I did some navy cardstock because this collection is there's just kind of blues and browns in it. And so then all of the papers that I picked worked with those with that navy cardstock for the background. I do tend to like to do that where I just pick, like if I'm making a whole bunch of cards, I try to make sure that my mats work for all of them so I don't have to keep mixing and matching my my cardstock mats. I think craft cardstock would work well with this collection, but I have a problem where I just use way too much craft cardstock. It's like my go-to. So I sometimes have to tell myself, no, you have to branch out and try something different. Now, as I lay this top square down, you'll see that it kind of bumps off the other two, and you could put a little bit of cardstock behind it to prop it up. And you'll see on the left, that's the one with the cut apart. And on the right, I added the tag that is free at scrapbook.com today. And you can find that link to scrapbook.com, an affiliate link, in the video description to support my channel and get yourself a freebie. If you found this video inspiring, here's another video where you can find more ideas for enjoying your crafty time and supplies. Let me know you like this video with a share to your crafty community, subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss the next template or tutorial, and check the video description for product links. See you in the next video!